There's a reason this Toronto concert deserves to be watched again, and it starts with a gesture Jimin and Jungkook repeated. First, Jimin and Jungkook did that "I am you, you are me" gesture again, but this time there was a little something extra. Then, even though they weren't sitting together, Jungkook kept his eyes glued to the screen as Jimin spoke and was one of the first to applaud after his words. And just when it seemed the concert couldn't get any more unpredictable, Jungkook surprised everyone with his unexpected twerking. But wait, because Jimin also had a special moment with an ARMY when he recognized a filter poster. And to close, Jungkook threw his shirt into the crowd, who managed to catch it. Stay tuned, because every moment has a detail worth noting. As fans who are attentive to every move on stage, it fills us with emotion to see Jungkook and Jimin once again perform their "I am you, you are me" gesture. In the middle of the concert, Jungkook approached Jimin, pointing at him with his fingers to initiate the signal they always do together, and Jimin immediately returned the gesture. Although they didn't quite complete the signal perfectly this time, the two ended up dancing together right then and there as Jungkook touched Jimin. It was a beautiful moment in the show that demonstrates how close they are and how much they enjoy sharing the stage as a couple. Seeing them interact like this in front of the entire audience confirms that their connection remains strong and that each concert brings a new display of affection. Jungkook seeking out Jimin to perform their special signal and ending up dancing with him is a very sweet detail that we all thoroughly enjoyed. These kinds of live moments show us how in love they are and how naturally the chemistry between them arises whenever they are near each other. Reacting to this gesture on stage is inevitable for us because it reflects the beautiful connection they share. Without a doubt, seeing them together again, making their signature gestures during the show, is one of the best experiences for the community. Every touch and every dance shared between Jungkook and Jimin on stage makes it clear how much they care for each other. During the concert, there was another very special detail that demonstrates how Jungkook is always looking out for Jimin. Although they weren't seated together at this concert as they had been on previous occasions, Jungkook kept his eyes fixed on Jimin through the giant screen. While Jimin was speaking, Jungkook kept his attention completely focused on him, watching him intently from his seat and showing that Jimin is always his priority, regardless of the distance on stage. The most beautiful moment occurred when Jimin finished speaking to the audience. At that precise moment, Jungkook was the first person to applaud enthusiastically along with all the ARMYs. If we look closely at the other members, we immediately notice that no one else was as focused on Jimin's every word as Jungkook was. This attitude of searching for him with his eyes and being the first to support him shows the great attention and constant affection he feels for him. This closeness demonstrates that, even though they were separated in their seats, Jungkook's attention belonged entirely to Jimin from beginning to end. For the Jikook community, seeing this level of attention reaffirms how real and constant their mutual support is at every event. For all of us fans who were glued to every detail of the Toronto concert, this was undoubtedly one of the most fun and unforgettable moments of the entire night. Suddenly and completely out of nowhere, Jungkook jumped up from his seat with a burst of energy and started twerking right there on stage, bringing huge smiles to the faces of the entire audience. Jungkook is incredibly unpredictable, and with him, we never know what he's going to do next, and it's precisely this unique spontaneity that makes us love this amazing person even more. We truly enjoyed this entire concert in Toronto, as it was filled with wonderful moments that will be forever etched in our memories. In addition to Jungkook's hilarious antics that filled us with joy, this performance had some very special moments of interaction for the Jikook community, who always thoroughly enjoyed seeing our two favorite guys sharing the same space. We love Jungkook with all our hearts, along with all his crazy antics, because his joyful and authentic personality is precisely what makes his appearances unforgettable for us. Seeing Jungkook enjoy himself so freely on stage shows us how comfortable, happy, and relaxed he feels during every live show in front of thousands of people. Those spontaneous moments are what make his performances so entertaining, special, and beloved by the entire international community. During the first show of the Toronto concert, we witnessed a truly beautiful moment that once again demonstrated Jimin's immense kindness and generosity. At a very special point in the evening, Jimin took the time to interact closely with the fans and asked the audience directly which song they wanted to hear him perform. As he looked intently at the crowd, Jimin spotted a striking sign in the stands that read "Filter," one of his most beloved and popular songs. Seeing the sign and the person holding it with such excitement, Jimin reacted beautifully by treating that fan to a short, impromptu dance to "Filter" live, in front of everyone. That army was incredibly lucky to receive such an unforgettable gift from Jimin right in the middle of the concert. With this lovely gesture, Jimin once again showed us on stage that he has a huge heart, overflowing with kindness and affection for the people who come to support him show after show. These sincere and spontaneous actions reflect the humility and deep connection that Jimin always strives to maintain with his audience at every performance. His beautiful ability to connect directly with his fans is something that always deeply moves all of us who appreciate his work. During this incredible live performance, we witnessed a truly shocking moment that left the entire audience speechless. Suddenly and unexpectedly, Jungkook decided to take off his shirt and throw it forcefully toward a group of fans in the front rows, right in front of the stage. Amidst the screams of astonishment and the overwhelming excitement of everyone around them, one incredibly lucky army managed to reach out and catch the shirt in mid-air, taking home what could easily be considered a real lottery prize that any fan in the world would dream of holding. As those of us who closely follow their tours remember, Jimin had already performed this exact same gesture of taking off his shirt and giving it to the audience at past concerts, and this time was no exception. We saw Jungkook repeat this same sweet custom in front of thousands of spectators who couldn't believe what was happening. It's incredibly curious and intriguing to imagine that girl's reaction the moment she felt the fabric in her hands, because the mere thought of going home wearing the same clothes our beloved bunny wore during the show is such an overwhelming experience that it would leave any of us in a state of total shock. It's a truly beautiful detail to see how Jungkook seems to be following in Jimin's footsteps when it comes to these intimate, spontaneous, and personal gestures with all the people who show them their affection in every city they visit. We want to send our sincerest congratulations to this incredibly lucky fan who managed to return home with a genuine piece of music history in her hands. We truly hope that the girl's identity will soon be revealed on social media so we can learn about her unforgettable experience. For the large community of fans who closely analyze every move and action of our boys on stage, Jungkook's making this iconic gesture, which we previously saw Jimin do, is no small detail at all. This beautiful coincidence in the way they both choose to treat their fans demonstrates the enormous connection, understanding, and deep bond they share at all times, both in front of the cameras and behind the scenes. Special actions like this are the main reason why they both end up making us fall a little more in love with them every day, showing us that they always find the perfect way to make each performance completely unique and memorable for all of us. During the performance, we witnessed an incredibly tender, sweet, and spontaneous scene that immediately filled the hearts of everyone watching the event with pure joy. At a completely unexpected moment, something tiny got stuck to Jimin's lips, and he immediately began making several delicate attempts to remove it in front of the watching crowd. While trying to resolve this minor mishap as naturally as possible, Jimin started making those adorable pouty faces that all his fans love so much, and which we hadn't seen him do so clearly on live television for quite some time. Seeing that adorable face projected on the giant screens demonstrated once again Jimin's unique and incredible ability to transform any completely random, everyday situation into a moment of extreme tenderness for his audience. It was a truly beautiful experience to witness those characteristic gestures live again, gestures that have always captivated all of us fans who enjoy analyzing each of his expressions on stage. His sincere and beautiful way of reacting to these details demonstrates his innocence, sweetness, and natural charm, awakening immense affection in the hearts of the entire international fan community. For those of us who love our boys' special personalities, these spontaneous and tender moments are what make each concert completely worthwhile from beginning to end. Jimin has a unique, personal glow that captivates thousands with the slightest movement, and this cute pout quickly became one of the most beloved and talked about moments of the entire show. Without a doubt, these spontaneous moments remind us why we love paying attention to his every gesture on stage, giving us incredibly precious memories that we enjoy sharing together time and time again. The natural way he carries himself in front of thousands of spectators demonstrates the level of comfort and confidence he feels when he's on stage, connecting with the audience. Even in the midst of a large-scale concert, these simple and spontaneous interactions manage to connect directly with everyone in the venue, making the atmosphere feel much warmer and more intimate. That beautiful moment left an indelible mark on the memory of all those present, becoming the highlight of the night and reaffirming the immense appreciation surrounding her. The ability to convey such warmth with a simple facial expression is a talent reserved for truly charismatic artists who know how to win over an audience effortlessly. During the performance, we witnessed a moment that completely transcended all limits of beauty when Jungkook appeared on stage wearing an all-black outfit. Accompanied by glasses that accentuated his features incredibly, an impeccable hairstyle, and an elegant posture, it became virtually impossible to look away and continue acting normally. Jungkook's physique is truly admirable to all of us, and seeing him dressed in this dark style immediately drew admiration from the entire venue, making us all thrilled to see him with such a polished, strong, and defined image during the concert. The very second he stepped onto the stage in that outfit, we immediately felt the entire atmosphere of the place change radically thanks to the imposing confidence with which he carries himself in front of the audience. His mere presence, his firm attitude, and that genuine charm he exudes effortlessly make it impossible not to be completely captivated by him. For all of us who closely observe every detail of his appearance and demeanor, seeing Jungkook looking so handsome fills us with immense excitement. We truly love seeing him so spectacular on stage, as he always reminds us how incredible he looks and how much he cares about his appearance for his fans. His ability to capture the attention of thousands of people with just a few steps demonstrates his unique charisma, making this moment of the night one of the most talked about and admired by the entire fan community. The confidence and elegance with which he walked across the stage in that dark outfit perfectly reflect the maturity and powerful presence he has achieved as an artist on international stages. Even without needing to perform complex movements or dance at that exact moment, his mere posture and the gaze behind his glasses were more than enough to completely command the giant screens and the entire venue. These striking appearances confirm that Jungkook knows exactly how to highlight his natural appeal in a clean and direct way, leaving an indelible mark on the memories of everyone who enjoys his work. Without a doubt, this moment will remain one of the most impactful and cherished visual memories of the entire tour for fans who love his style. The combination of his all-black outfit, his relaxed demeanor, and his unique beauty demonstrates why his live presence causes such a stir among audiences. Jungkook continues to amaze us day after day with how incredible he looks at each performance, reaffirming once again why he captivates us all with his talent, his impeccable poise, and that special way he commands the stage every time he performs.